ABC Kinderteach presents The Very First Thanksgiving Day, written by Rhonda Gowler Greene, illustrated by Susan Gaber. This is the very first Thanksgiving Day. This is the food gathered and blessed, prayed over it, the corn and sweet berries, the wild turkey dressed, food and other things added to make it taste better, shared on the very first Thanksgiving Day. These are the Indians, skillful, which means they knew how to do a lot of things, and strong, who knew how to live through the winters so long, and ate of the food gathered and blessed. These are the pilgrims who farmed the new land, who steadfastly labored and toiled by hand, which means they worked hard for a long time, and learned from the Indians, skillful and strong. Skillful again means knew how to do many things. These are the houses built in straight rows that stood in the hot sun and harsh winter snows. And harsh winter snows just means really, really bad snowstorms. And sheltered, or kept them warm and dry in bad weather, the pilgrims who farmed the new land. So these are their houses. These are their crops. This is the harbor, place where boats in the water were kept safe from big waves, marked by a huge stone, I think they're referring to Plymouth Rock, where first steps were taken to chart the unknown, make maps of new places they have been. Not far from the houses built in straight rows. This is the Mayflower, ship in full sail. And the Mayflower was a boat that brought people from England to North America. North America is Canada, the United States, and Mexico. That weathered the rough seas, the wind, and the hail. And hail is just rain made of frozen drops. And docked. The ship was tied up so that it wouldn't float away, in the harbor, marked by a huge stone. This is the ocean that never would end. It just seemed like it went on and on forever to them. That sometimes was foe. A foe is an enemy or someone or something you are against. And sometimes was friend, which means it helped them get from England to North America, that carried the Mayflower ship in full sail. And a full sail is when all the sails on the ship were being used. In this picture, they're all being used. Sometimes they may only need to use this set of sails to make the ship go. This is the land where it all began, the land where a brave group made ready their plan to travel the ocean that never would end, that sometimes was foe and sometimes was friend. That carried the Mayflower ship in full sail, that weathered, or made it through the bad weather, the rough seas, the wind, and the hail. And docked in the harbor, marked by a huge stone, where first steps were taken to chart the unknown. Not far from the houses built in straight rows that stood in the hot sun and harsh, or very cold, winter snows, and sheltered the pilgrims who farmed the new land, who steadfastly labored and toiled by hand. And learned from the Indians, skillful and strong, who knew how to live through the winters so long, and ate of the food gathered and blessed, the corn and sweet berries the wild turkey dressed. Shared on the very first Thanksgiving Day. Author's note. The word Indian was used in this text after much consideration or thought. Upon researching, the author found that Indian is the term preferred by many groups, while Native American is preferred by many others. After much thought, she felt the term Indian was more fitting for the story. She used it only with the deepest respect. Many thanks to those who helped in this research. The Pilgrims' first harvest feast of 1621, which is thought to have taken place sometime between September 21st and November 9th, has become the model for our traditional Thanksgiving Day observance. 51 pilgrims and at least 90 guests from the Wampanoag tribe were in attendance at this harvest festival, which included feasting and games and lasted 3 days.